Okay, so I'm usually not this open about my personal spiritual experiences, but we need to talk about it in the wake of this election, the wake of the other videos I've posted with my predictions. In addition to being a trance channel and a professional psychic medium, one of my gifts is that I am an anchor for energy. I will anchor energy. I'm like a lightning rod. And this is something that Spirit has used me for many years. And it's something that this task was given to me in a vision in 2017. And ever since then, there have been these periods where I get these energy surges and I need to lie down and they move through my body head to toe and I feel them anchoring into the earth. There are times when these are so intense that I am put into what I call an energy nap or a spirit coma. I will suddenly, out of nowhere, get so incredibly drowsy, can't keep my eyes open. I have to lie down and I'm out like that. Sometimes I'm deeply unconscious. Sometimes it will be 10 minutes. Sometimes it will be 4 hours. Sometimes I will be conscious enough to be aware that massive streams of energy are moving through my body. I've never talked about this publicly because why? I don't know. I talk about other things publicly, so I don't talk about that. It's just sort of my private task that I'm doing to help the collective rise in consciousness and to help anchor new timelines, anchor the light that's coming in here to help us raise our frequency, to help us heal and evolve in consciousness. Why is this relevant to the election? Okay, so if you go back and watch my last two videos, I have been firm in my feeling that the outcome, not just of the election, but the future we're walking into, is divine feminine rising. It's feminine leadership, it's healing, it's love, it's communal care, it's all the good things we want in a society that our modern society is lacking. That is where we're going, period, full stop. And even if this election appears not to turn out the way we want it to, the end result is divine feminine rising. I said what I said. Now, I have seen posts from other psychics and mystics, etc., on TikTok today talking about the same thing, both that they see the eventual outcome and that there's something funny about the election. And here's where I bring it all home, that we have been called to the fray to anchor in new energies. I have seen people talk about being woken up at 4 a.m. I was woken up at 4 a.m., both with the feeling that something has gone wrong, number one, and number two, I was being guided to anchor in a new timeline. I was visualizing Kamala Harris being sworn in, being our next president, and I was saying the mantra, Kamala has won, Kamala has won, just over and over and over and over. This was around 4 a.m., and this went on, I want to say, an hour or more. And while I was doing this, again, those streams of energies went through my body and lit me up from head to toe. Now that I have seen other people talking about this, now I know this wasn't just me for myself trying to align myself with an outcome I want. This was for the collective. I was being called to help anchor in this timeline. Now, as to how this is going to work out, how it's all going to come to be, I don't know. But I do have a strong gut feeling that there is fraud, that there is something very wrong that has happened that will be discovered. Okay? I do not see her opponent being sworn in. I don't see that happening. As to how it's going to turn out, I couldn't tell you. As to when, couldn't tell you. Could I be wrong? Yes, I absolutely could be wrong. I could be wrong. As a psychic medium, I have to know that I'm just reading energies. I'm just peering into energies and energies are shifting. But I can tell you from being a professional psychic for 8 years now, I've been doing this for 8 years. In my client sessions and in my collective energy readings, I'm like 95% accurate. I'm not wrong. So things may be all willy-nilly, things may get worse before they get better, things may shock me. I could still be wrong, okay? I am not saying I'm omnipotent and I know everything and no. But from what I do know, it's not over yet, okay? So all of you who share that vision for the divine feminine timeline, all of you who are with me and wanting this to come to pass, I would just encourage you, at least once a day, find some quiet time, do your meditation practices, somatic breathing, whatever it is that works for you, and visualize the outcome you want and feel the energy and allow yourself to be anchored into that timeline and do your part to let the energies come through you to anchor you in and to anchor that timeline in for the rest of us. Until then, we're just going to hang on. We're going to hold on to hope. It's all we can do.